what the worst part of the pandemic was? Aside from, the millions of cases, collapse of the economy, everyone's grandparents just bouncing. Is that okay? Listen, my dad dropped dead when I was in the 8th grade. I can say whatever the fuck I want, bitch, okay? Oh, your 200-year-old grandma died? Oh, you know what that sounds like? A you problem. No, I'm kidding. Grief is real. Grief is real. It's not as real as my grief, but... For me, I found the most challenging part of the pandemic, the fact I'm a very social person, constantly being invited to fabulous events, it's exhausting, clam bakes, trips to the Cape. Then they canceled all that shit and I had nowhere to go. And one of the things they canceled really hit home. I feel like nobody realizes it's extremely difficult for me to come out here and put together an original, hilarious show full of information you guys don't already know about me. I literally do a podcast every day. Let's be real, every day. I'm actually not gonna be there tomorrow. But you guys know everything about me, I bet there's probably a person in this room who knows exactly how many pubes I have. Any guesses? 0! Oh my God, yes! Queen! 0. I'm not that flexible. It's probably 1 all the way in the back I could've reached. Make a wish. But something you guys actually might not know about me is that right before the pandemic, I was training for the marathon. Oh. Yeah, they let women run the marathon. You know that, right? I was training for the marathon. I was so fucking pissed when they canceled that shit. Ugh, the worst. And then obviously, they brought it back the next year, but I was so busy. Clam bakes, trips to the Cape. And then the year after that, I was planning on running it, but I figured, monkeypox would cancel it. I was really rooting for monkeypox, I'm not gonna lie. Lean in, everyone, lean in. Lean the fuck in. I'm the one doing all the work up here. Move in. Monkeypox? Yikes. Oh my God, I can't imagine a worse disease. You get big, juicy, white pimples. And you're not allowed to pop them. I honestly think I would prefer cancer. Claudia, that's not funny. But it is, And I'm just genuinely, can I say, thrilled to be in New York performing. I've missed you guys so much. Mostly because I went to a lot of the other states, and shockingly, they were extremely anti-Semitic. I'm kidding. Everyone was really nice and welcoming. But there's nothing like being back in New York. Yeah. And I've been working for a year on this tour, and I was supposed to be done about 6 months ago, and then after my last show, my agent called me up. He's like, yo, Claude. He doesn't even talk like that. Let's roll with it. He's like, yo, Claude. I'm like, what do you want, you curly-headed fuck? Not me being anti-Semitic. He was like, we gotta get you back out there, more shows. Let's do a big one in LA. We'll invite a bunch of buyers and talent scouts. Let's do it. And I was like, no. Mostly because I don't really like to work, But also because I'm like John Mayer, I don't think I want to go to LA anymore. Yeah. I'm like John Mayer, but I don't pee on the women I have sex with, You didn't hear it from me. Kobe. That's how you do it, right? Yeah, a fun fact about me is I do not fuck with LA. I do not like it over there. Mostly because of the people. They're horrendous. And so self-righteous in the way they talk so slow. It's what do you want? Spit it out. It's infuriating. They're like, hi. Hi, I'm Rain. I have my own kiln. And my dress is made of wheat. I just like literally hate LA, the people, but also because LA is not what I like to personally categorize as a fat-friendly travel destination. If you know, you know. If you don't know, thin privilege. Yeah, that's right. And I've actually thought for so long that it would be lit if I started a travel blog called fatfriendlydestinations.com. Like, I think that would be like really fucking helpful, no? Nobody's marketing towards the horizontally challenged. Like, lean in. I'm gonna expose myself. Like, I'm the biggest loser. Okay. I actually thought of this idea like 5 years ago that if there was a travel blog towards like, you know, targeted towards fat people, it would be really successful. And ever since I thought of the idea, I like live in fear that someone is gonna think of it and like take on my idea and I'm not gonna make any of the money. So I actually own the domain name fatfriendlydestinations.com, yeah. 99 cents on GoDaddy. It's the American dream. I'm not done. Lean in. Currently, if you were to like whip out your phone and go to fatfriendlydestinations.com, you would be redirected to claudiaoshry.com. And that's on being tech savvy. I think I would change a lot of lives if I was like the editor-in-chief of FFD. That's what we're calling it. Because, you know, like, I think I would actually win Nobel Peace Prizes for the literature I would write. Like, not me being delusional, but I actually think that I would. And I know the first piece that would really, like, put my name out there as a writer. Like, I would write, like, a listicle. Listicles are so dumb. Everyone on BuzzFeed is like, here's what type of eggs you like based on your horoscope. It's so fucking stupid, but I would write one. But I would do, like, a roundup. Here are, like, my 35 favorite hotels in the world that have towels slightly larger than a handkerchief. Yeah, what the fuck is that? I get to the hotel, I see the towel. I'm like, oh, they gave me a special towel just for my areola? That is so thoughtful. It's so annoying. Everywhere I go. I was just in Europe. Yeah. Goes to Europe once. But I was in Europe. And it was a really treacherous travel day for me. It was like a 9-hour flight. And I travel with like a Jewish body. We don't travel well. I'm like sweating like an animal by the time we land, and I had gotten a spray tan before the flight. Yeah. So I had like, you know, those brown crustaceans betwixt my breasts. It was fun. By the time I got to Italy, I was like, you know what? I think I need to take a shower. So I get to the hotel. Gorgeous facility, really stunning architecture. Get to my room, I take this freezing cold shower, and I'm just feeling grateful for Italian water. I'm like, this is Gordo, Miranda, Lizzie, like I'm loving it. Thank you, Paolo, for this beautiful shower. And I get out of the shower, I wrap the towel around my body, and then my whole pussy's hanging out. And I was shocked to see my pussy there. I actually didn't even see my pussy because like my tits are so big. So I like went into the mirror and I was like, oh my God, pussy! What are you doing here? It was actually like a really traumatizing moment for me. Like, I remember like looking in the mirror and like my body just like looked defeated, you know? I have like dark under eye circles, like a pussy. And I remember really thinking to myself, like, this is one of the lowest points of my life. Can I please go back to America now? Fuck you, Gordo.
I'm like a molten lava cake right now. She's got a little surprise. But I like talking about this stuff because it doesn't have to be secretive or taboo or icky. It's so natural and normal. I just really want us to stop treating our parts as if it's a separate entity from our body. Just get in there. Get your hands in your pussies. Get those hands in those pussies. Grab yourself by your pussy. You're allowed to, it's yours. Men touch their dicks all the time. All the time. If you shake a man's hand, there's a chance he was just rearranging some thin skin shortly before that point. We should be like that. I'm not saying we should like root around in there and start shaking people's hands. We should just check up on what's happening down there with as much frequency. I have friends who will let someone pound that pussy, destroy that pussy, beat that pussy up. And they won't put a hand mirror down there to make sure it's still intact. It just got destroyed. You're not curious? Also, if you're in the crowd and you're like, oh my God, she's talking about me, I hate this, I'm not judging you. I don't judge anyone for this mentality because we're raised this way. We're raised in a culture that demonizes women for even having bodies and makes us feel like our parts are only important in relation to how they make other people feel. And we get taught these things at a very young age. I remember when I was younger, when I was PT, pre-tits, my mom told me, if your dad is in the house, you shouldn't run around without a shirt on because it would be disrespectful to him. And my mom's not weird for telling me that. She told me that because her mom told her that. And I've talked to many other women who've gotten the same kind of teaching, that we need to cover up and shrink for the men in our household. But it's like, if you think there's someone there who could potentially sexualize a child, let alone their own child, you need to get that predator out of the house. And to make you feel better, my dad didn't show any signs of sexualizing me or finding me sexy, no matter how hard I tried. I was flirting my little ass off. Got no bites. I also feel like we need to tell little girls it's okay to touch yourself and explore your body. So we're not doing weird stuff later. When I was younger, I was raised very Christian, and I thought I was gonna go to hell if I touched myself down here. But I wanted to try because I heard stories. And I was like, well, maybe if I don't do it, maybe if like an inanimate third party does it, it'll be fine. So the first time I masturbated was with the handle of a lint roller. It didn't feel great. It was lint-free after. And I had a friend, she washed it first. She used the filter of a fish tank because it vibrated and she at least knew it was supposed to do that. We need to tell little girls it's okay to put your hands down there so we're not doing scavenger hunts in our house, trying to find things that fit. Anyone else want to share a household product they put inside of themselves? I'm genuinely asking. Shout it out. A hairbrush? Yes, I love a multi-purpose tool. It's not only for your locks, you can pretend it's a cock. Electric toothbrush, classic. Classic. You gotta fill those cavities. I love it. Was it?
Spirograph pen.
A spirograph pen? Now what is a spirograph? It vibrates? Oh, good, good, good. Not one of those normal ass pins. She's like, I'm not fucking around with Bic. No. This thing has to work. I love it. Anyone else?
Cucumber.
A cucumber! Yes! Toss that salad, bitch! Yes! Did it come out a pickle? Guess there was a little acidity in there. Anyone else?
The end of a couch.
Oh, the end of a couch. I like that. I like that it's specifically the end of a couch. She's like, it's the end of the couch, but my beginning. The beginning of my journey. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you so much to everyone who shared. And for those who didn't, I know. I know. I love asking people about this stuff because it's so natural and normal and we don't talk about it that much. I feel like there's all this stuff in the media that encourages straight boys' sexual exploration. There's a whole movie franchise based on a boy fucking a pie. I counted. There are 8 American Pie movies. 8! I want like a Spirograph Pin short film or something. Give us something. Also, if you have experimented and put a household product inside of yourself, you're in good company. You have our friends. And there's a whole group of people who are known to have done the same thing. And those people are witches. Allegedly, the imagery that we see of a woman riding a broomstick comes from women being caught putting the hallucinogenic drug DMT on the end of a broom and masturbating with it. So they were flying high on a broom. They were geniuses. They were putting brooms in their hoo-ha, or their brew-hoo-ha. They were getting high while they were getting off, and men were like, kill them. Why would you persecute a person like that? That's not a woman you burn, that's a woman you marry. Clearly she has good ideas. That's someone you follow to the ends of the earth like, what other cool stuff are you doing in the woods? I want to see. I really think a lot of that witch hunt hysteria was just men being upset that women were having fun without them. All the men are like, oh, you don't need me to help you come? And all the women are like, I have a broom. I can sweep myself off my own feet.
That's so nice, thank you. And she was like, it's a medical condition, Ariel. And I was like, oh, I should get help. The IUD that I have is called Mirena. And I would not get that one again if I were to do it over again. Because one of the side effects of Mirena is that I no longer get my period. And I hate that side effect. I know that sounds crazy, but I hate it. Because one reason is we really can sync up our periods. That's like a thing we do, and I love that. I think that's so cool. It feels very like I'm part of a coven. It feels very witchy. Bonus, it freaks men out that we can do it, as if they don't all constantly have diarrhea, but whatever. Two, the other reason I miss getting my period is I struggle with depression. And sometimes it was nice to have just accomplished one thing in a day. That's the feel. If you've never had a period before, it's the same feeling that you get whenever you pay rent. Right? Because it happens once a month, hopefully on time. Right? Otherwise, somebody's getting evicted. It's an abortion joke. This is one of like 7 states I can still tell it, you know? I love my gynecologist. She's the best. The first time I went to her, it was because I was having trouble with adult acne. And then she was like, hey, that's not cute. It's herpes. You have to call it herpes, okay? It's not as clever as you think that you're calling it adult acne. Also, you have adult acne. Okay, and I feel some of you pulling away. Statistically, 1 in 5 of you should be very with me right now, just so we're clear. My husband does not have herpes. He likes me to say that. And when we first met, I was very open with him from the jump. I was like, hi, I'm Ariel. I have herpes. And he was like the former Prime Minister of Israel? So he was cool with it, but he did have questions. And I think that's totally fair. He asked me, okay, if you have herpes, does this mean that we should use a condom every time we have sex? And I was like, yeah. Or you could get it. You're 40, live a little. But otherwise, yes, that's what that means. And then he said, oh man, that sucks. Sex without a condom feels so much better. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's how I got herpes. Yeah. It's one of those things, herpes, it sounds much worse than it is. Right? I feel like it wouldn't sound nearly as bad if it wasn't plural. Like if I was up here and I was like, I have a herp, you'd be like, oh my God, that's adorable. What is that? I love that. But we don't talk about it, so there's a lot of stigma and there's a lot of misinformation. Right? One time this woman after a show came up to me and she said, you don't really have herpes, do you? And I was like, yeah, this isn't a cute thing I'm making up to get guys. And then she said, that's so gross. I used the bathroom after you. And I was like, wait, babe, how do you pee? Do you go around the rim? Don't do that. Because that's the only way you're going to get it from me on a toilet seat. Wild. I do actually know who I got herpes from. That's a very rare thing because herpes is so common, but I know I got it from an ex-boyfriend. And I know he called me up because he heard that I was talking about it on stage. And he said, he called me up, he goes, I think it's so disgusting. That's what he sounds like, I don't know. So I think it's so disgusting that you're talking about herpes on stage. I was like, wait, how are you going to tell me it's disgusting when you're the one who gave it to me? And he goes, yeah, but I don't talk about it. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's how I got herpes. I wish that herpes were the cause of my insecurities, because that would be like a legitimate reason. It's not. I'm just a woman existing, and so that's what happened. Man, I hate that this is a real thing that I'm about to say. I am trying to lose weight. Basically what happened was 2 weeks ago, I accepted my body, and then 1 week ago, I unaccepted it. It's just body image stuff. I struggle with it. Everybody struggles with it. I know that everybody. It doesn't matter what you look like. You've struggled with body image. Right? I used to work with this woman who was really tiny and skinny in this way that I never will be. Right? We're just built differently. I'm built like this. She had little Florida Methodist hips. Do you know what I mean by that? I don't think you know. She's not built to survive. And that is my goal. She's built where you're like her ancestors were never kicked out of anywhere. That's how she's built. Which is not how I am built. I know that. I'm built for the old country, right? I'm Jewish on both sides. I'm built for if the ox died, I could pull the cart. That applause hurts. Don't clap at that one. So this woman I work with, I was complaining to her one day, which I don't like to complain. I love to. And I turned to her and I said, ugh, I would kill for your body. And then she turned to me and she said, oh my gosh, no, I would kill for your body. Which, what a moment, right? No, truly, for me, that was such an epiphany, like the little light bulb went off, because I never realized before that skinny people are dumb and wrong. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. No, we're all doing our best. I get so many toxic thoughts about my body, and I'm trying to be better about it, but they just pop in. I got food poisoning one time. And my first thought when I got food poisoning was, I can't wait to weigh myself. That's awful. That's a terrible, toxic thought that 3 pounds, but that's a terrible I got food poisoning from eating raw oysters, okay? I eat a lot of oysters because I like to gamble, but not in casinos. I like a real life gamble. That's what oysters are. Raw oysters will either give you food poisoning or they make you horny. And that's a boom or bust situation if I've ever heard one. One time, my husband and we went out for oysters, and I was trying to be cute and quirky and funny. So I ate an oyster, and then I turned to my husband and I said, okay, you know what this means, baby. Tonight, we're either gonna have sex or I'm gonna shit myself. And then without skipping a beat, he said, or both, that's what marriage is.